In recent times, Ladakh has become a focal point of protesters advocating for its statehood reinstatement and its preservation of unique identity within the Indian constitution. Demonstrators are rallying for Ladakh to regain its status as a state after being designated as a union territory without a legislature in 2019. Additionally, they are pushing for Ladakh to be recognized as a tribal area under the 6th schedule, demanding job reservations for locals and parliamentary, representations for both Leh and Kargil districts. Now, Ladakh holds a significant importance for India on multiple fronts. Geopolitically, it is positioned as a land of passes, places it strategically at the crossroads of South Asia, Central Asia, and East Asia, amplifying its geopolitical relevance. Serving as a buffer zone between India and neighboring nations like China and Pakistan, Ladakh's strategic significance is underscored by ongoing disputes and the imperative to safeguard India's territorial integrity. Uh, Now, as we know, SonamWangchuk, a celebrated environmentalist and a sort of innovator, decided to sit on a 21-day hunger strike to express the anguish of Ladakhis. This protest followed a series of talks between the Ladakhi leadership and the Union Ministry of Home Affairs. The Ladakhi leaders approached the MHA with four demands. Number one, statehood for Ladakh. Number two, inclusion of Ladakh under the 6th schedule of Indian Constitution. Number three, setting of a separate public service commission for Ladakh. Number four, two parliamentary seats for Ladakh. Now, the MHA delegate agreed in principle to negotiate the last two demands, but the ministry downright rejected the demand for 6th schedule. Ladakh, as we know, is India's crown jewel and a major tourist hub attracting people from around the world. The snow-clad Himalayas of every hue pierce the azure sky. These majestic mountains are traversed by the mighty Indus river that gives India its name. The umbilical cord of Ladakh was severed from Jammu and Kashmir on August 5, 2019 when Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill was passed in the Parliament of India, striking down Article 370 and 35A. The people of Ladakh, especially from Leh, they celebrated this status change and rejoiced as Union Territory states was a long-standing demand. They said, given the lack, of legislature, several people grew skeptical solo rather than later, as this resulted in dominance of bureaucrats. Moreover, without an adequate safeguarding mechanism, the region might fall prey to business sharks and industrial conglomerates. Of a prospect. This is what Ladakhi people said. So several, civil society organizations came together to deliberate, and Himalayan Institute of Alternative Ladakh (HIAL) sent out teams to existing duties of India and states with tribal areas governed as per 6th schedule. Slowly, a common consensus emerged around the Ladakh 6th schedule states for Ladakh. A memorandum by people of Ladakh was submitted to MHA through the Ladakh Autonomous Hill Development Council, listing several demands, including 6th schedule status. Subsequently, the Commission for Scheduled Tribes also recommended Ladakh's inclusion in the 6th schedule. Following these developments, the party in New Delhi included the constitutional safeguards for Ladakh under the 6th schedule, listed it at number 3 in its election manifesto for early parliament elections in 2019. But there was a resounding, silence after all these poll promises, and that's the reason now we see there are protests in Ladakh, led by SonamWangchuk. Now, what is 6th schedule? Under Article 244, the 6th schedule under Article 244 provides for the formation of autonomous administrative divisions, autonomous district councils or ADCs that have some legislative, judicial and administrative autonomy within the state. The 6th schedule, on the states contain provisions for the administration for tribal areas in the four northeastern states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Now, what are the arguments that are against the inclusion of Ladakh in the 6th schedule, as per the government? Number one, legal and administrative hurdle. As per the IAS sources, Drishti IAS and the other sources, the Minister of Home Affairs has highlighted potential challenges in amending the constitution to Ladakh 6th schedule, stating that such a move would require a constitutional amendment. According to ministry, the constitution explicitly reserves the 6th schedule for northeastern region, while tribal areas in other parts of the country are covered under the 5th schedule. Number second, there is a potential delay in the decision making. Some may argue that including Ladakh in the 6th schedule could add complexity to the regional's governance structure, potentially leading to administrative challenges and delays in decision-making processes. The central government informed at the Parliamentary Standing Committee recently that objective for inclusion of tribal population under the 6th schedule is to ensure their overall socio-economic development, which the UT administration of Ladakh has already been taken care of, and that sufficient funds are being provided to Ladakh to meet its overall development requirements. Then, increase in the reservation. According to the recent report tabled in the Rajya Sabha Parliament, upper parliament, the Ladakh administration recently increased the reservation for the scheduled tribes, in direct recruitment from 10% to 45%, which will significantly help tribal population in their development. Being a unit territory allows for focused investment in infrastructure development in Ladakh, includes roads, airstrips, and communication networks. Critics argue that inclusion in the 6th schedule could hinder the Ladakh development by imposing restrictions on land use, resource exploitation, and investment. And this is something that is going on, and now we have seen that there is another term of protests that are going to be held, and the women protesters are demonstrating the same. What SonamWangchuk, after he broke out his fast of 21 days, this is something that we need to understand now. The fate is there that what the central government would come up with. It be discussed before elections, or there is something special for Ladakh after elections. For that, stay tuned. Thank you.